You nigga, it's on.
Are we live now?
Right?
I think it's live now.
Yeah,
It look like it. That look like it's live.
gotta be.
Let's see. This is gonna get us a strike. Yep. Live. Just came on. All right, cool. Hey, Shalom, man. We had to start a new video. We were live a minute ago as we thought, but we weren't. So we're gonna do the opener again. We want to say Kal, Alayim, La, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Ha, Rakah,
Rakah,
Kodash,
Kodash,
Ma'amah.
Ma'amah.
All right, double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders, and Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwati, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. We were just going into some parables, man. We were reading Daniel chapter 2, but we ain't get none of that on camera. So we're gonna start off with this parable, this precept real quick.
This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables?
All right, so this was Yahushua saying what? He was saying, why speakest thou to them in parables, right? A parable is a dark saying or a mystery. All right, and go ahead, let's get to it.
Verse 11, he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
Right, man, because you got a lot of people that think they know everything. They're in these churches, they're in the Islam, they're in all kind of other religions. You got it. All right. They're into these schools. Hold on one second, I'm gonna get this camera right real quick. You got right this one side.
Yeah, wait, fix it. Something happened.
Oh, you got it on that.
Yeah. I'll hold it down.
There we go. All right, let's get it.
All right. This is back at Matthew chapter 13, verse 10. This is, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables?
All right. Yep, right.
Verse 11, he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given.
Cherry. Oh, snap. Cherry. Right, birthday outside. That's right, man.
What you got here?
Yeah, let's get it, man. Yeah. All right. So where was that? So so the Lord is speaking in parables because what? The Lord don't want 2/3 to understand. All right. If they don't know they're supposed to be doing the work, if they don't know to call on the name of Yahweh and call on his son's name, Yahweh Shai, that he's the doorway to Yahweh, you know, so the Lord don't want them to know. But if they got ears to hear it, then it's meant for them. You understand? Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
There you go, man. So the Most High's ways are plain to the holy, man. What does the word holy mean? Set apart. So the ones that the Lord set apart for himself, words are going to be plain to them, man. All right. But what is going to be a stumbling block to who?
The wicked.
To the wicked, man. And the wicked is talking about 2/3 of our people. It's going to be a stumbling block to them.
God.
All right. Now, that was it on this. Oh, we down 13. I think it was.
Verse 12. Verse 12. It says, for whosoever hath, to him shall be given.
Right. So if you studying to show yourself approved, and you calling on the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and you're doing the work, the Lord going to give you what you need to continue in the work. He's going to give you what you need to continue to endure unto the end, man, in faith. All right. They're going to give you counsel. He's going to give you wisdom, understanding of the breakdown so you can understand him more. Understand the prophecy so you can be warned. Go ahead, brother.
It says, For whosoever hath, to him shall be given,
Right.
and he shall have more abundance.
So you're gonna have more abundance, man. Rich in faith, rich in wisdom. Go ahead.
But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away.
That's right, man. So even that what you have, if you claim to be in this truth, you're not doing the work. Or if somebody claim to be, I ran into some people, man. This is the new saying. They'll go get, you know what, and they'll say, well, I'm just having faith in the Most High. Look at like Tazariak. Y'all know the story. All right. So go ahead. So the Lord took that little token of faith away from him, man. One day you hear him calling on the name of Yahushua. Next day they're calling on Yohei or some crazy name. I just witnessed this the other day. Go ahead.
It says, but whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he had.
Right. So they never have faith in the Most High in the first place. All right. So now that was it on that.
Last one.
Go ahead.
Verse 13. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand.
Right, man. Let's get Ephesians 2:19. What's that? In 2 Peter, we're reading build up a spiritual house. Lively stones. Yep.
This is St. Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. And it reads, it says, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden.
Right, man, because you heavy laden being in this truth, sighing and crying for all the abomination that you see in the midst. And our people are heavy laden, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and I will give you rest.
Right, so the Lord said, this is the rest where he calls the weary to rest. And even Paul said, he said, rest with us, man. All right, we're going to get that too. Yep, let me show you this real quick. Then you got it.
It says, take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls.
That's right, man. See, our people are going through hell out here, and they're looking for rest for their souls. What rest from the curses? We're having to do Deuteronomy 28. You know, he said, what? Can you get that? Somebody get that real quick? That's a curse, because the curses are still in place. So if you're looking for rest for your soul, this is the only place we'll find it. Is in this work. All right, and in this word, man. Go ahead. Oh.
All right, it says, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light.
Right, so his yoke is easy, man. He says plain, and his burden is light. All right, this is a light burden, man, doing the work. This is joy. You know what I'm saying? He could have had he could have had it worse than this, man. But now he set us up to do the work and teach. That's it. He chose through the foolishness of preaching that you should be saved. Not like IUIC, they up there marching and shit. ISUPK got them doing push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Kind of on concept. I witnessed it. You know, I saw him. All right. That's right. That was a precept somebody was just talking about. No, can we get 2 Thessalonians? What's 2 Thessalonians 1 and 7? And then we're gonna do the other. Yep. That's right, man.
See, 2 Thessalonians 1 and 7.
That's right, man.
This is 2 Thessalonians.
2 Thessalonians 1 and 3.
2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 3. It says, we are bound to thank Yahweh always, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua always for you, brethren, as it is meet, because that your faith groweth exceedingly, and the charity of every one of you all towards each other aboundeth.
Right, so that's what the Lord is watching for, man. That's what makes the Lord happy. The fact that we're giving charity to one another. What's that? Doing this work, teaching. All right. And he says, what? And our faith is growing exceedingly. You're supposed to grow in this truth, man. You see that? You're supposed to grow in your walk in this faith. Go ahead, brother. A little bit more.
Verse 4. It says, so that we ourselves glory in you in the churches of Yahweh for your patience and faith in all your persecutions and tribulations that ye endure.
Right. So the same ones that are here today enduring these same persecutions in the second Roman Empire were the same ones enduring the persecution 2,000 years ago. in the ancient Roman Empire. All right, go ahead.
Verse 5 of 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that ye may be counted worthy of the kingdom of the Most High.
That's right, man. So that's a righteous token that we're going through this persecution, man, for our punishment. All right, for sinning against the Lord, man. And he said, what? No servant is greater than his master. Yahushua had to go through it, so we got to go through it. All right. So he said, you that are heavy laden, rest with him. Go ahead.
For which ye also suffer, seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Right. So the Lord is going to revenge us, man. The Lord is going to repay Esau for what they've done in these nations. All right. And that's what we got to wait for. Go ahead, good brother.
Verse 7 of 2 Thessalonians chapter 1. And to you who are troubled, rest with us.
Right. So how do you rest with them? We rest by doing this work. He said, this is the rest where I cause the weary to rest. All right. So this is a rest for us, man, from this place. It helps you keep your sanity. You know what I mean? Go see a psychologist. No, you need to go teach. So you can battle these damn demons. Put the Lord's vibration out into the air. Righteousness, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
Verse 7. And to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahushua shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels.
That's right, man. So the Yahushua gonna be revealed from heaven one day with his mighty angels, man. All right, and that's what we fighting for. That's the goal. That's when we know we've reached the finish line. Either that, or you die in this truth, and that's a blessing as well, man. Blessed are those that die in the Lord from henceforth. You know what I mean? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 8, 2 Thessalonians chapter 1. In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Right. So the ones that don't know the Lord, they're gonna get burned with that fire, man. However it comes, if it's gonna come from the chariots or it come from the missiles, but they're gonna feel that fire. All right. All the people you walking around out here through America and all through the countries on this earth, the ones that don't know the Most High, this is what he got for them. Go ahead, brother.
And they, so I can start from the top.
Right, because I just talked to somebody the other day, and the sister was like, yeah, it can't matter. I believe the Most High is love. I believe he's all love. They say, shall we not receive evil from the hand of the Most High?
Also,
shall we only receive good?
False balance is abomination to the Lord too, man. So you can't have love without the hate.
Right, man. So, you know what I mean? So she was like, yeah, man, I believe the Most High is love. He's gonna, and she started calling the name Yeshua. It's like, threw the Lord's name away. They losing faith. And they don't know the Most High, so there's going to be a judgment for that. All right? They ain't going to know who to call on. You got precept about it? All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Number one.
This is 2 Corinthians 5 and 9. It says, wherefore we labor that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of him.
Right.
For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad.
Speak on it.
Come on, man. So judgment is near, man. And the scriptures say, that we have to labor in this truth, man. This is our ticket way for us to get our salvation, man. So by us doing this work is a good thing, and it's pleasing to him. So in due time, man, we're all gonna have to come before the judge, man, to be judged, whether it be good or bad, man. So hopefully your works is good.
Right. Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by my work, by his works, and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation
in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. All right, so those are the ones that are out here doing the work, continuing the work, that are seeking the mercy and turning their face to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Verse 9.
Make it Job 2 and 10.
Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
They're gonna dwell in the torment that the Lord sending. He said the plagues are sent, man. Who is he that can drive them back? So they're gonna dwell in those torments, but the elect are gonna be kept from these times that's coming, man. Go ahead, brother. They're talking about raising the interest rate, and by doing so, they're gonna take away from any benefits that the Fed's been given. You know what I mean? Go ahead, brother.
All right. It says, verse 10, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law, while they yet had liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
Right, they can't understand it, that we read earlier. So the place of repentance is now. All right, these are the times that Paul and them were prophesying about. All right, and that Yahushua was warning them about. That no, not at that time, 2,000 years ago. He's talking about in the future. He said they're gonna come a falling away first. Somebody can get that, Baba Kushal, you know what it said? Falling away first.
Yeah, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2.
That's right. Job 2 and
2 and 10.
2 and 10.
Yeah. All right, this is the book of Job, chapter 2, verse 10.
Right, he said it was a righteous token, man, of us being judged, you know. Go ahead, brother.
But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of Yahweh, and shall we not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips?
Right, man, because we receive evil and we receive good all from the Most High. He's the righteous judge over everything. That's why we went through Deuteronomy 28. All right, where we would find no rest. But the Lord said what? He has given us a rest, man, a spiritual rest. So what he called the weary to rest, man. All right.
Yeah, precept.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it? All right, so the Lord's gonna bring evil on this place, man. So trying to say that the Most High is all love, and the Son is coming in the fury of the Father. All right, that's a false balance, and that's an abomination, because he is not all love. He's a perfect balance.
Right.
So he said, think not that I come to send peace when I come to earth. I come not to send peace. So he's bringing destruction, whether you want to believe it or not. That's like a doctor telling somebody you got cancer, and you feel like if you ignore it, it'll go away. No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, the most High, man, he ain't no joke. He's the king of terrors. All right. So he's the one that controls good and evil. All right. And look what he did. Look what he allowed to happen to Yahushua, his only begotten son. All right. Matter of fact, let's get that too.
Following way.
Huh?
Following way.
Yeah, let's get that. Yep, falling away, because we fell away as a nation. And then that's when Deuteronomy 28 kicked in. We went in slavery.
Con, it reads, it says 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there shall come a falling away first.
Oh, you start up some Lord.
Gone. 2 and 1. It says, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto him.
Right, so there you go. Oh, that's 2 Thessalonians, huh? Yep. So I got right, we being gathered spiritually, not the church.
Oh, up there.
Wait, oh, I see it. Oh, it's getting brighter. See that?
Yeah.
Look at that. I don't know if you can catch that. Can you catch it?
Give it a shot.
Wow.
It's too high.
That's right. Rakatay how shot. That's right. You saw that just now? It started blinking. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, we almost out of here, man. You know, you got all the prophecies coming to pass, kicking up. All right, this is the time to be in the spirit, man. You know? What was I about to get? I was about to get something.
You continue or you
Yeah, keep yeah, go back.
all right, verse 2 it says that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled.
Right, so we're not supposed to be shaking in mind. Don't shaking to the left or shaking to the right. Don't be troubled by what's coming. What did the Lord say? He said, the worm Jacob.
Fear not that worm Jacob.
Yeah, that's right. Don't be shaking in heart, man. You know, don't be. They say don't be shook. All right. You hear Biden and them making all these threats. Don't be afraid of that, man. They the mandates. They got no choice in the military, and then coming in January, February, they're going after all the employers.
What also it says, fret not thyself from evildoers.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you can grab that one too. If you got it.
This is Isaiah
Yep, fret not thyself because of evildoers.
chapter 51, verse 14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord Yahweh Shai, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
Right, man. That's what we're supposed to look for. He said, what? He said, look up. Because your salvation is closer to when you first believe. All right, our salvation going to start here on the soils of the ground of America and all around the world. When the Lord raises up his men. All right, just like he did when, what was that? When they all started speaking in tongues. Yeah, around the time of Pentecost. And the Spirit, the Lord sent his Spirit down there, man. And they had tongues divided over their head. Not split tongues, but it was a tongue that was split up over each of their head. And each person heard them speaking, so the Lord opened their ears to hear each person speaking in their own language. You know, speaking in the opposing person's language, the opposite person. All right. So you had Jews that were living in Arabia, and then next thing you know, the brother here be speaking in the Arabic tongue. You know, but they said there was Jews in those areas. But let's keep going. Where was that? Somebody, you was done with that? Yeah.
Well, the point was you was speaking more about the following way.
Yeah. Let me hear that.
All right, that's verse 3. It says, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first.
Right, man. That already happened in 70 AD. All right, and we fell away as a nation. We got scattered. The temple was destroyed, and the laws fell away from our people. We lost our wisdom in the sight of the nations. All right, our customs, our culture, all that started diminishing because we got mingled in amongst all these other nations, man. All right, so that was the falling away. Keep going.
Son, it says, and that man of sin be revealed.
So that man of sin is being revealed now. We're in the time of revelation. So it's our job to come out here and reveal them to help these prophecies come to pass. All right, go ahead.
Con, it says, and that the man of sin be revealed.
That's right, and the Lord has manifested Esau too. That's why Biden got to make these threats. That's why the EU and those banking elites of Edom, they got to make all their threats and move towards their new world order so they can be manifest that they're the wicked. They got to be revealed, man, so the Lord can expose it, like the brother said, the cancer, so that the Lord can cut it out. All right, go ahead.
Con, it says the son of perdition.
Right, the son of perdition, man. All right, the son of destruction is destined to be destroyed. Esau, he said he laid their mountains and their heritage waste. That's the son of perdition. Go ahead.
Con, it says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
That's right, man. So what did they do? They started the Roman Empire after the Greeks. And after the Roman Empire, you had the EU. Let's go back into that. Daniel chapter 2 and 40.
This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 40.
Right, because we in this time right now to where the Lord is breaking up their empire and their power, Esau's power. You see their lies ain't working no more. You know, that shit ain't sticking. All right? And they can't stick together for nothing. So they're a house divided. Satan divided against Satan, and it will not stand. Go ahead, brother.
This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 40. This is, and the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron.
Right, so it's talking about the Roman Empire when we're living in the revised Roman Empire all over again. All right, and YouTube, we do not own the rights to this music. Just want to say that shit because he's blasting that shit down there.
It says, "For as much as iron breaketh in pieces, and subdueth all things."
Right, so they subdued all things. They subdued the whole world, especially at the Augustus Caesar. That was really the establishment of the Roman Empire at the Julius Caesar. Augustus Caesar, go ahead.
And as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise.
Right, yep, they ruled with a rod of iron, and that was the Iron Age as well. Go ahead, brother.
God. Verse 41. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay.
Right, it represents the end of that wicked system that going all the way back to the Assyrian Empire. All right, the Assyrian Empire, the Babylonian Empire, the Persians and the Medes, the Greeks, and now the Romans. All right, it's showing you the end of that whole wicked system upon this earth, paganism. All right, and the idols. That's when all the idolatry really started from after Egypt and in Syria.
God. Verse 41. It says, and whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided.
Right, so their kingdom is finally divided, man, and we're here to see it. You know? Oh, you want to interject? Okay, go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. It says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
That's right, man. It's going to implode from the inside. All right, and that's just it. Every kingdom divided against itself. And house, what house? America, Babylon, the house of the thief, is even divided against itself. Not just Esau and them Europeans, but also this place as well. All right, it's all divided, so it cannot stand, man. All right, go ahead. That's where you had the Democrats with the Republicans.
So you think about it after Solomon's reign, right? Now you had Jeroboam and Rehoboam split between us, and we were steady warring against each other, right? But in these times, what are you seeing right now? You're seeing us being brought back together through the spirit of Yahushua, being one house. Because the scripture says they shall no longer be, I shall put these two sticks together and they shall be one house. They shall no longer be divided. Now what are you seeing split? Esau being split.
That's right. And that goes all the way back to the beginning of the statue again. The Assyrian Empire, 931 BC. Yep, and that's when we started falling, messing with them Syrians and the Assyrians. Yep. So now we're being brought back together. All right. Now, somebody reading something? Go ahead.
This is back at Daniel chapter 2, verse 41.
Yep, we're going to 44. Yep.
God. This is, and whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay.
Right, so it's still the Roman Empire. They still got that power seat. You know, they still got their rulership. But the Lord said He's weakening them, man. He's weakening their strength. All right, their power seat in the earth. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 42.
But they still got their connections. You see, they trying to go over there against Russia with Ukraine, with NATO. Still got NATO in place. You got the European Union talking about creating their own army now. All right, they still got the missiles. So the Lord got to shut all that down. All right, go ahead.
Verse 42.
But they are divided. The Lord already made that happen.
And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken.
There you go. We're witnessing Esau's kingdom partly strong and partly broken, man. The Lord is crippling this place, man. You know? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 43. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay.
Right. So all these nations trying to mingle with Europe, like we were talking earlier with France, they try to do deals with the Hamites, and what happened? They all over the news. rejecting him. My bad, brother. So then they can't find that unity. They can't find that strength anymore. You know, a hand open is weak, but you put it together, it's stronger. So they can't bring it together. All right. It's like every man for himself. You got the Brexit, the French exit, the Taylor exit. Everybody exiting the building.
Verse 44. And in the days of these kings.
Right. So we're in those days, man. The water to how about Shimei Shah. We're in those days now. Go ahead.
And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
It shall never be destroyed, man. All right. And how's he doing it? We were reading that earlier. Somebody got that in 2 Peter. Lively stones. Right. All right. He said a kingdom that shall never be destroyed. We went right back to the beginning again. All right, go ahead.
It says, which shall never be destroyed.
Yep.
And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms.
All of them, all the nations, man. So the Lord gonna raise up the elect of Israel, the church, and he's gonna what? They're gonna consume all the nations on this earth.
God. This is and it's like
now you good, bro.
This is and it shall stand forever.
It's gonna stand forever, man. That's forever, ever. not forever and then a little while, then stop. No, I mean forever and forever. The Lord says it's gonna be nothing but future for us. That's it. Everything gonna be the future. He's gonna continue to write our story forever. All right, go ahead. That was it on that?
Yeah, that's what
nah, it's cool. That's good. Precept. Yep, go ahead, bro.
Oh, he got the one you called for though.
Lava Stones, yeah. And the Amos 9 and 8.
Oh, you want Amos 9 and 8 too?
Yeah, that we got the interjection too.
This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 5. Ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifice acceptable to Yahweh by Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
Right. So can you get Ephesians 2 and 19? That's right. So we're those lively stones. All right. The Lord said he could raise up stones to worship him, and he did.
Ephesians 2 and 19.
Right. So we're the lively stones that's being put together and building this spiritual house for Yahweh Shem Yahushua to dwell in. All right.
All right. This is Ephesians 2 and 19. It says, now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and of the house of Yahweh.
Right. So that we become citizens in which you have a city, right? The city that's being built. All right, Jerusalem, new Yerushalayim, the new city of peace, refreshed. And now he said, what? We become citizens, man. Okay, go ahead.
Con, it says,
got a token of citizenship.
It says,
we don't need to become no, what they call them, Moors, sovereign, so we can feel safe in what's to come. No, man. No, we're sovereign through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He said, the truth shall set you free. All right, and the Lord's free man is free indeed. That's our sovereignty, man. All right, that we're citizens of the kingdom.
It says, verse 20, it says, and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets.
Right, so those same stones that he was talking about in another chariot.
Right there.
You see it too?
Straight up.
Hey, Con, it's
it's moving slow though.
Yeah, that's
Real
another one. Yeah,
Wow.
tripping. This one right above us coming this week too.
Oh wow! I can't see this one.
It's like it's moving. You see this star right here? It's moving. It's perpendicular.
Wow, what did that mean?
Oh,
know what that means on
Let's
piece
tell
of
y'all,
paper.
man. Let's keep moving forward. What's up, man? Hey, man, let's get that. Matter of fact, Equals 9. Yeah, that's what we're going anyway. Hey, look at that light next to the moon. See that right there? See that? Right there.
Right here.
Yeah.
Slight spectrum.
Yeah.
Like a beam.
Hey man, you catch that a little bit? Let them see it, you know? Even if they can't see it, but we can try.
I got another one right there.
Another chariot?
Coming right over that light that you was just talking about.
Dang, you got some good.
It's getting a little brighter, dude.
Yeah, it's moving. I see it.
Oh, I see it right there. That's on bright. Hey,
Wow.
yeah, I see it.
Where?
Let me see if I can block the light.
Yeah.
I can't block the light. Y'all don't know if y'all can see that on the camera, man. There's a bunch of chariots out here tonight. Call light and lay out by Shimmy Shah.
This one right here moving.
Oh, don't fall. Don't fall.
Tripping.
I don't know if y'all can see it, man, but they out there. Yeah.
Oh, God, I see it.
All right, I'm blind now. All right, we might can move in a minute or something. But it's like pretty good.
You said Amos 9.
Wow, man. Yeah, it's special. Look at Amos 9.
Yeah, I got it. 9 and 8. All right, this is Amos chapter 9, verse 8.
Yep, Psalms 37 and 1. Go back for sure.
And it reads, Shalaki. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, upon the sinful kingdom.
Right, so the Lord, his eyes, the angels, they're watching this place, as you see. That's more prophecy happening, man. All right, he said, the eyes of the Lord. Go ahead, read that again, brother.
It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah,
Right.
are upon the sinful kingdom.
Right, they're watching this place. They're upon the sinful kingdom, right? Oh, that's a plane. All right, man, go ahead, brother.
It says, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
So the Lord said he's going to destroy this place from off the face of the earth. It's not going to be on this earth anymore. Go ahead.
Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
Right, so the Lord is going to be careful and not destroying his elect. All right? So we got to know that the Lord cares about us, man. And he said, what? Fear not, thou worm Jacob, I will help you, man. Okay? Go ahead.
God says, for lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the sea.
Right, and what's the sifting tool? The spirit of truth. That's what's sifting. And faith. Go ahead.
Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
Right, so if you're meant to be in this truth, you're going to be in the truth, man. It don't matter how new you are, how weak you are in the breakdowns, it don't matter. The least grain is not going to fall out. All right, go ahead, brother.
It says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Right, you hearing that every day, man. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that when it comes. Yeah, all right. When Esau gets the uses that blessing of Revelation 4, chapter 6, the death and hell, they're going to be overcome by that. Unless the Lord be with you. He said, the Lord be for us, who can be against us? All right. That's right. Go ahead, brother.
It says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
There you go. So the Lord is raising up his spiritual house, or built upon the foundation of Yahweh Shai. Not any other foundation, not your colleges, your school of seminary arts, your Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. Not with your apologetics, you know, not in these damn mosques, none of that, man. Okay, they said what? Built upon the foundations of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and the prophets. That's it. Starting with Peter. Go ahead, brother.
It says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen and close up the breaches thereof.
Right, so the Lord gonna seal up the way so only the elect can get this truth. And that's spiritual, as we read earlier. They cannot understand it. All right, that's Romans 11 and 7.
And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as the days of old.
There you go, man. He's building us, man. He's building us up as in the days of old. Go ahead.
That they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen, which are called by my name, saith the Lord, that doeth this.
Right, because you got a lot of people scared to talk about slavery. All these nations are going into slavery under the children of Israel. And that's about to happen right here on this earth. Slavery is coming back in a major way. In full effect. You know? So he said we're going to possess them, man. We're going to own them. more than you own the clothes on your back. You're gonna have the right to own these people. You're gonna own their soul. All right. Go ahead, brother. That was it. All right, somebody get Psalm 37 and 1.
This is Psalm 37, verse 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
Right, so we don't fret ourselves because of these evildoers. We got that's when scripture say, judge a tree by its fruits. You judge this government, they say they uphold the Bible, but you judge them according to it, and you'll see that this is the daughter of Babylon, the whore that's prophesied to be destroyed in the book of Revelation. And Esau, is who they are. These Edomites, Caucasian race. All right. And it says what?
It says, fret not thyself because of evildoers.
Right. New World Order, mandates, Go ahead, brother.
Neither be envious against the workers of iniquity.
Right. Don't be envious. You go into these suburb neighborhoods, you be delivering some of these neighborhoods, and you see them riding around on golf carts and super rich, and you can easily get envious, man. But do you remember what the Lord has for it? He said, I have not seen, ear heard. That's right, man. You say what? Envy not the wicked. But then you got to say, scripture say what? Follow not a multitude to do evil. You got them running down to Egypt for help. Scared of the boogeyman that don't exist right now. Things that go bump in the night. Right? So they going to get, stabbed up. Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 2, verse 9. But as it is written, I have not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the ear, into the heart of man, the things which Yahweh have prepared for them that love him.
That's right, man. So everything you see, these movie stars, these entertainers, anything Esau could offer or that they had, the mobsters, anybody, these banking elites, it cannot compare to what the Lord has for us, man. When he ushers in his kingdom, which is real soon. It's gonna start within you. He says it's gonna be revealed in you. He said the glory cannot compare with the glory that shall be revealed in us. That's right, man. Check this out. The sharpshooter over there. Oh, yep. 8:18.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 18. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
That's right, man. All right. So it cannot compare with the glory that's going to be revealed in us. Right here, he said what? Can somebody get that 1 Corinthians 2 and 9 again?
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. But as it is written, I have not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man things which Yahweh hath prepared for them that love him.
That's right, man. Yep. He said what? He said, "When the glory that shall be revealed in us." Right? Go ahead, read that again. I mean, the next verse.
Verse 10.
Second Thessalonians 1 and 10.
But Yahweh hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit.
Oh, so the Lord revealed it to us, a taste of the kingdom, man, of his goodness, of what he has for us, man. We can read the scriptures in the spirit of truth, and you'll see that we're going to what? What's that? Revelation 3, where it say, here's the faith and the patience of the saints.
13 and 10.
13? I said 3? Yeah, 13. Yeah, it's a 3 in there somewhere. Go ahead, brother.
This is again 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 10.
Right. So it's not revealed to everybody. They can't imagine slavery coming back. Go ahead.
God says, but Yahweh hath revealed them unto us by his spirit. For the spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of Yahweh.
Right, man. All right. And that's just it. All right, go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 9.
Yeah.
If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Right. So that's part of our faith and our patience, long suffering.
I got a precept.
Right. That's right. Knowing that these things are coming according to the spirit of truth, man. All right. You got a precept? Go ahead, brother.
This Baruch 4:25. It says, "My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Yahweh. For thy enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck."
That's right, man. Shortly. All right. Esau been loose for a little season. All right. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, that men count slackness. You know? Yeah, go ahead, brother.
It's the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 1 and verse 10. When he shall come to be glorified in his saints, and to be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you was believed in that day.
See that? The testimony that Paul and them spoke amongst the elect back then, they're back here today to believe that same testimony. All right? It has to be believed in these times for you to be delivered. See that? And that glory is going to be revealed in us. And Yahweh Shai going to show up to be glorified in the hopefully light. All right? He said, when we see him, we shall be as he is, glorified. You know, that's a helicopter, yeah. But yeah, man, we almost out of here, man. And they keep bugging me out because I'm thinking about it. Yahweh Shai went to the 4th dimension, man. And he's about to return from the 4th dimension and coming to the 3rd dimension. Huh? That carry over? You see it?
Oh yeah.
Wow, kind of like y'all about to see that sky. Right, man. Something must be ready to happen. Right, man. Right, the chariot's on the move, man. Let's get that Acts chapter 2. Somebody hold something real quick. Acts chapter 2, we say the same way we saw him leave, gonna return. Yep. Don't lose where you at, Brett, not yourself.
After that.
Yeah. Right after this. Right, that's all. Somebody got that in Acts, I think it is. Yeah, it might be chapter 1. Where it say the same way you seen him leave. Same way he's gonna return.
Oh yeah, chapter 1.
Yep. Right, take your time. You good, brother.
See that street, that line?
Yeah, that's right. Like a chemtrail. Sky wide open tonight, man. Things all around, man.
Yeah.
Birthday outside. That's right. All right, go ahead, brother.
All right, this is the book of Acts, chapter 1. I'm gonna just get to the point. Verse 11, which also said, no, that's not it. Let me start over. I'm gonna start at verse 9. All right, this is the book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 9. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up in a cloud, received him out of their sight.
That's right. So they saw Yahweh Shai going way up there, and then the chariot taking him into the chariot, just like the elect are going to be taken up. All right, and be chained into the chariots, man. Go ahead. Inside the chariot. Go ahead.
And while they looked steadfastly,
While they was looking up, Go ahead.
toward heaven. As he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel.
Right. So they had on white apparel, meaning like dazzling, or glittering, or glowing, bright white garments on, man. These angels. Right? They ain't have wings. Go ahead.
Which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven?
Right? These brothers from Galilee. All right. People like Peter and them. Go ahead. Why are you sitting here standing there waiting? Because they was telling them the angel knew that wasn't the time for that prophecy. He said, what? They're going to come a falling away first. And that had to happen. You know, that was going to happen maybe about 20, 30 years later, 70 AD. Go ahead, brother.
This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
That's right, man. So that's why we hype seeing these chariots. All right, Yahushua about to make his return, man. It can happen any day. Especially the way the Fed's talking about this economy. And you got Europe talking about Bitcoin crashing, and them bringing in what you call Fed coin. You know, and then we already know about the other stuff with Biden. Yeah, you know what he working. You know that witchcraft he working. So let's get back to that. Where was that?
In Psalms 37 and 1, it says, Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb.
Right, man. They're gonna be cut down like grass, man. The lawnmower, man. See that? The Lord gonna cut them down, man. Like the humans that they are. The Lord said to the men of Israel, ye are gods, but you shall die like the princes. But Esau gonna be cut down like the grass. All right, go ahead, brother. The car.
This is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 24. For all flesh is as grass,
There you go.
and all the glory of man as the flower of grass. The grass withereth, and the flower thereof falleth away. So all flesh is just like grass. So just like the brothers were saying, Esau finna get cut down, just like the grass. Grass grows and it withers. The same thing with flowers. Flowers grow, they blossom, and then they wither, they die, they go away.
Except for they get cut down before they time.
Oh.
See that? So the Lord ain't gonna give this place time to even fall completely. The Lord gonna bring it down. All right, we already seeing this place fall. All right. Go ahead, bro. I got an interjection real quick. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellence mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, Where is he? So basically, that's them being cut down, man. And the Lord, as their father, the Lord is going to come finish the job, man, showing up with the glory of his father, his glory, and the glory of the holy angels. And if you coming in all that glory, you ain't coming to do anything nice, man. You coming to do some damage, move some furniture around.
Precept.
All right.
It says, this is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 23. How was the hammer of the old earth cut asunder and broken?
Talking about America, Babylon. Go ahead.
How was Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Oh, come on. Just basically how the brother was saying, man. Hey, how the wicked is being cut asunder, man. Hey, utmost leading with Esau, right? You know, hey, because why? That's who in charge of this. Job 90:24, man. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, all right? And they're being cut asunder, being hewn down by the prophets, man. You know, by the words of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
All right. Back to Psalm. Yep.
All right. Psalms 37, verse 4. No, verse 3. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be slackened, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday.
Right. What's that? 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8.
Oh, we want me to read verse 7?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down to always where it said rest.
Yeah, it's right here. All right, verse 7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him.
That's right, man. So this is the rest where the Lord calls the weary to rest, doing his work. So rest in the Lord, man. All right, rest in the spirit of truth. Rest in doing his work and his testimony. Okay? And he said, what?
It says rest.
Wait patiently, right? That's right. Means the word patient goes back to long suffering. All right, being patient. Go ahead.
It says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass.
There you go, man. So don't fret, because we see Esau bringing their wicked devices to pass, putting them all on the screen, saying something exists when it don't. And the only way it exists is do a printout on the screen. And put it in everybody's mind.
Precept.
You know what I mean? Yep, go ahead, Rob.
This Isaiah 32 and 5. The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. For the vile person will speak violently, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail.
And that's what they try to do with their mandates and propagandas, man. They're trying to put the fear in the people, and it's kind of like what's it called? Gaslight. Because you got people like you know what I'm saying, they waiting on the Lord to show up, but they see all this shit on TV and stuff like that conflicting with their mind to make them have second thought. Well, is this, or you know what I'm saying? That's how forceful that they try to force it in people's head, man. That those that try to, like, what does it say when that's those that hear the word and the devil come and pluck it right out of them? Right. So they're using fear tactics, man, and fear mongering to put to coerce these people and believing that they're the only way out.
I got an interjection.
Go ahead.
All right, this is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7. For Yahweh have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind.
And that's one thing that a predator hates. They like to see fear in their victim. If they don't see fear in them, they'll go to drastic measures, like oh, we'll take your family, we'll do this, we'll do that, just to see some sense of fear in them. All right, and if you don't, and the Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear, man. So He gave us the spirit of power and love and of a sound mind. And that sound mind, it says, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of that time and strength of salvation. So if you're in a chaotic situation, the best thing to do, everybody's like, what's the first thing they tell you when they see a chaotic situation? Go, calm down and breathe. That's the first thing they tell you, because if your mind ain't right, you're liable to do anything in a situation like that. That's why we have the comforter. That's why we comfort each other with these words. If we didn't have these words, man, we'll go ballistic. You know, that's why He gives us a way out, man. The way out is His scriptures, man. This is our testimony.
Right. Somebody get 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9. Yeah.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
Everything they work is an adversary to righteousness. All right. An adversary to the kingdom. Go ahead.
With all power and signs and lying wonders.
Right. All their power they got and their signs that they try to push and their lying wonders that they're doing, man. Devices and shit. Go ahead.
And with all deceivableness.
Right. Everything on the left-hand side. Their witchcraft, you know, their media. Go ahead.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
That's just it, man. You got to receive this truth. That's just it. Period. You can't say, no, it's just many truths out there. It's so many different doctrines. No, man. You're gonna get caught out there then. You got to believe the truth. And that's just it. The light got to be in you. Yep, go ahead. Doc.
This Proverbs 20:1. Wine is a marker, strong drink is raging, and whoever is deceived thereby is not wise.
There you go. Yep, that's twofold. You know, that's twofold. It's talking about drinking, but that's twofold. It's talking about false doctrines too. All right.
And what is doctrine being used for today? Doctrine is being used for to make us aware for prophecy, and it's used for comfort too. So what are you indoctrinated by? Are you indoctrinated by the system? Are you indoctrinated by the word of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai? Time is gonna tell, man.
I got a precept.
Right, man. All these damn churches.
Come
All right, go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 21. It says you cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils.
Ooh, there you go. That's the philosophies, man. You know, you can't drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of deceivers. That's what the word devil means. You can't drink the cup of lies and the cup of the truth. All right, beautiful precept, man, to back that one up. All right, man. You can't drink the cup of Esau, believe in their lies, and believe in this. You got to believe what the Lord said.
And that's like you drinking a cup of liquor, right, to get drunk. Then you try to put some water behind it real quick to be sober. It's not gonna work. You still gonna be drunk, man.
Yeah. All right.
You still gonna be drunk.
Yep. Where was we at?
I got an addition.
Go ahead.
All right, this is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Connie, I just brought that out to back up the brother Canuck and the elder, man. You know what I'm saying? On basically brothers that go two ways, man. You know, you have some they try to focus on what the Lord want and focus on what they women want, or focus on just their family or anything, period.
Right,
You know?
and with fear. The Lord said he did not give us a spirit of fear.
No.
We're supposed to have hope and faith. Substance of things hoped for, the faith in this truth, your works. All right. Yeah, where was that? Keep going.
Verse 11.
Yep.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. And for this cause, Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie.
All right, so the Lord hit him with that strong delusion, and these idiots believe the lies out here, man. They're going to believe it. You're going to believe the truth, or you're going to believe the lies, man. That's what it's about. Simple and plain. Keep going.
Verse 12, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
Right, man. They had pleasure in this world, in Esau's systems, and Esau's way of living. They having pleasure in it. All right, go ahead.
Verse 13, but we are bound to give thanks always to Yahweh for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, because Yahweh hath from the beginning chosen you.
From the beginning. So this is about predestination. All right, even back then, 2,000 years ago, up until now, you set up to believe this truth. All right, you got to be predestined. Go ahead.
It says, because Yahweh hath from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the spirit.
Right, so he set you up. The word salvation means to be moved out of the danger of somebody else that's bringing danger towards you, like Esau, the hunter. So being the snare, being moved out of the way, out of the trap of the fowler, that's salvation. So the Lord set you up for that salvation through sanctification of the spirit, man. Look at that.
And what does the scripture also say? He shall the wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, man. So the wicked are going to be placed in that place for destruction, and the righteous are going to be taken out of the way. That's salvation. So for them to get the reward of the wicked, and we get the Lord willing part of that number, but the elect getting the reward of the righteous, man, meaning being exempt, man. So being shown the mercy and the love of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, not seeing the fire and fury of Al-Shadji.
That's right, man. We're going to wrap it up soon, too.
It says, and belief of the truth.
That's right, man. So, and belief of the truth. So, not because of them. I'm just saying, you know. So, he sanctified through the spirit of truth, man. And that's why you have the truth, man. Because the Lord has sanctified you from the beginning.
So not only is it a gift to hear the truth, but it's also a gift to the real gift is believing the truth. Because you can hear it all day and you don't believe, it doesn't profit you anything at all.
Right, man. Precepts, go ahead.
All right, this is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 29. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be that firstborn amongst many brethren.
Right, man.
Khan, and I brought that out to back up the brothers, man. You know, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to do nothing but give testimony unto them he knew before time, man. You know, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, you know, it's all about predestination, man. You know, the Purim, everyone has to play out their life, man.
Right.
You know, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and let every single person to serve out a lot that they have to drive unto the end, man.
And what is this doing? It says they were predestined and conformed to his image. So we're being made in the image of Yahweh Shai. So when Yahweh looks at you, you better hope he sees the image of his son, because if he doesn't, you're going to be destroyed, man.
Right, man. I got my precepts you want to bring up? Yeah, let's bring it up.
It's the book of St. John, chapter 15 and verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give you. Khan, and this ultimately the verse prior to that goes into how he don't call us servants but friends. You know, so he called us and ordained us to this truth. All right, and ultimately we didn't choose the Lord chose us. All right, to come and apply ourselves to this work and bring forth fruit, just like the book of Matthew states. I believe it's Matthew 7 and 19. All right, the good tree will bring forth good fruit, and the bad tree will bring forth bad fruit, and the bad tree eventually be hemmed down.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
Back on what you were just saying. This is Ephesians 5 and 9. It says, for the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So, you know, that fruit, we have to give good fruit, you know. And what's the fruit? You know, doing the works of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and also waking up our people, man. You know, giving charity to our people, man. Giving them edification, man.
All right, it can't just be any fruit. It gotta be good fruit.
Come on.
Yep, you gotta be righteous works, man.
Precept. Yep. It's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9, and I'm gonna start at verse 10. It says, I loved her above health and beauty, and chose to have her instead of light, for the light that cometh from her never goeth out. All good things together came to me with her, and innumerable riches in her hands. Connie, that her is referring to wisdom, man. Wisdom, Slacky. But obtaining to the wisdom of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, it comes with gifts, man. All right, leading you to that destination of salvation, you know. All right, verse 11, it says, it's like verse 12, and I rejoiced in them all, because wisdom goeth before them, and I know them not, Slacky, and I knew not that she was the mother of them. I learned diligently and do communicate her liberally. I do not hide her riches, for she is a treasure unto men that never faileth.
Hey, that's Solomon talking right there. So think about it when he was ruling and he was chosen to be the king over Israel after King David. And he said, what is your reward you want? He said he wanted wisdom to rule the people in righteousness, right? And he was one of the richest men on, he was the richest man on earth, man. The whole world became rich after they raided Solomon's temple. But check this out. The most thing he spoke about was wisdom, man. He didn't speak about the riches that he had. And the people didn't come across from all over the globe to see how much wealth he had. They came all over the globe because they couldn't believe there was a man on earth that was as wise as Solomon, man.
Verse 14, it says, for she is a treasure unto men that never faileth, which they that use become the friends of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, being commended for the gifts that come from learning. So Khan, man, hey, just how the brother Thanyala was speaking on earlier too, man. Hey, by obtaining to this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, hey, you not no more be servants to the Lord, but you become friends, man. All right. So with that being said, hey, also becoming friends, hey, by the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh give you this gift of knowledge, hey, you'll be fully equipped in this battle. You know, you won't have nothing to worry about. You're gonna be fully equipped. You won't waver, as we talked about through the lesson. All right, why are you gonna have that sound mind, man? Isaiah 33:6, knowledge and wisdom shall be stability of that time, man. So that means you're gonna be solid 10 toes down, planted in this truth, man. You know, not wavering, not going here or there, you know.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 19. This is nevertheless the foundation of Yahweh standeth sure, having the seal. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua knoweth them that are his. And this is, and let everyone that nameth the name of a Mashiach depart from iniquity. So nevertheless, the foundation of Yahweh standeth sure, having the seal, knowing the name of Yahweh and Yahushua, having the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's a foundation that's going to stand sure. It will not be moved. It's rock solid. You know, and the Lord, he knows those that are his by us having the seal. And let everyone that nameth the name of a Mashiach, Yahushua, depart from iniquity, immoral doings, or transgression of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
So Nate the Snake, IUIC, man, y'all bathing in y'all sins, man. Y'all bathing in y'all wickedness, man. Because clearly the brother just said, those that name the name depart from iniquity. Y'all can't depart. Why? Because y'all say that the name of the Lord is not given, man.
Boy, your boy Nathaniel said you can say it's yo play yoga. And the Lord name ain't yo play yoga. You know what I'm saying? And that's disrespectful. So because Nate said that, Nate,
that was how you done. But yeah, that
was,
Nate congregation.
His constituents, you know what I'm saying? His constituents, his fruit, yeah.
There you go.
His constituents said that. So because his constituents said you can call the Lord yo play yoga, he gonna call you a burnt ass.
Got a quick precept. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 1, verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is the law of the Lord, and his law doth he meditate day and night. Kind, man. You know what I'm saying? Though he meditate day and night. You know what I'm saying? Calling upon the Lord's name. All right, and following God. And following after the Lord's laws, man, to the best of our ability. It says, verse 3, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season.
And what is that talking about? That's referencing to what's that? Revelation 21. All right, the tree that were by the river, giving that river of water being wisdom that came out of the throne of Yahweh unto the Lamb, and it was dispersed amongst his people. Right? 22. Huh? 22. Yeah, come. And and he shall be like a tree of, and where does that come from? That comes from Yahweh. That's to Yahweh Shai and unto the elect. And that also furthermore goes into saying this the description of the spiritual man in 1 Corinthians chapter 2. And at the end, in 2:16, it talks about we have the mind of Yahweh Shai, Amasiah. And that's the wisdom, that's the pure wisdom, that's the truth. That is the pure truth. Now that's what's going to give us the salvation, get us the salvation. And that's what he's going to look onto to see if he sees a reflection of himself, right? When he looks at us, if he sees a reflection of himself, he's reading according to the Spirit. What is your mind occupied on?
Right. As the scriptures say, what manner of conversation you ought to be in. You know, being in the times that we in. You know?
Yep. And that word conversation means your actions. You know, in all your manner of living and actions. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:14. For the hope of the ungodly is like the dust that is blown away with the wind. So everything that they're hoping for, their whole new world order, is going to be blown away with the destruction. Like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm. All right, that's how the Lord is going to show up, like a storm. You know, the scriptures say he's going to rain upon the whole earth. All right, like water among the grass, like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm, like as the smoke which is dispersed here and there with the tempest. All right, that destruction is going to come like a tempest, and passeth away as the remembrance of a guest that tarrieth but a day. But the righteous shall live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord, and the care of them is with the Most High, man. So the Lord cares for us. All right, and the reward is with Yahushua. So we're going to receive that care right here on the earth before the elect receive that reward. You know, that's something to look forward to, man. As the destruction coming, as you see Esau moving forward with their plans, just know that the spiritual power is at hand, man. And the Lord said He's gonna lift up that standard. That's what to look for, man. The same way that wind rushed in, and the tongues was over each brother's head. We in that time, man. He said, "You shall receive power after that the Spirit has come upon you." And the Spirit that was given to them at that time, when the Lord blew upon them, and they had the Spirit to understand, that same Spirit is upon you today if you're in this truth. So now the Lord got to give you the power now. All right, go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord, Yahushua from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, shall lift up a standard against him.
Right, there you go.
And referring back to the lesson that the elder did dealing with when Abraham took the 318 men to go rescue Lot. When they rushed in on Lot, a standard was lit, the Spirit was lit up in Abraham to take 318 men to take down nations, man.
Yep, they mess with Lot. And we represent Lot today.
For real.
You know, that'd be like Yahushua showing up to get us. This is Proverbs 18:12. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty. So we know that Esau is going to be destroyed because their heart and their mind and their plans are haughty. And before honor is humility. And we've been put through that humility. Being the gazing stock and the laughing stock, the butt of everybody's jokes. Being in this truth, man. Lied on, you know, deceived. Everybody just against you. So, hey, he said honor comes before humility. And that's what we're looking for, to be honored by Yahushua, man. All right, the one who went through the most humility, coming up the right hand of the Father, coming down here and being humiliated by some damn humans and his own people. All right. Somebody got precepts? That's right.
It's Proverbs 16 and 18.
Yep.
Pride goeth before destruction,
There you go.
and a haughty spirit before he fall.
There you go, man. All right, so we know what the future of Esau is. Look at Trump. Look at Biden. Look at these Edomites walking by now. Just their whole spirit. Pride coming before destruction, and a haughty spirit before their fall. So their pride, in their pride, they took us to slavery. In their pride, they put slavery in the schools and in the notebooks. In the pride, they put their image up as the Lord, or their image up as Moses in their movies with Charles Heston. That's in their pride of their power. But then in their haughtiness, they think that what? Push their new world order. All right? So now we know that their fall is right at the door. And the scriptures say he saw Lucifer fall like lightning to the earth. It's going to be fast. You know, fast, man. Quick. All right? Precepts? I got some more, bro. I'm just holding till tomorrow.
Ephesians.
We'll be out for like hours. We'll be out for like a couple hours. Good.
All right, this Ephesians 5 and 14. It says, wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. So you know, we have to measure the time diligently in itself, man. It says redeeming the time because the days are evil, man. We are in Jacob's trouble, man. You know, so what we have to do? It says to walk wisely, man, and not as fools, man. So we gotta be be holy. What holy means be set apart, man. You know, so we have to walk in the ways of righteousness instead of the ways of wickedness, man. it also says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. So we have to understand what the end goal of what Yahweh Shem Yahushua has planned, man. Rebuilding the tabernacle of David, and also redeeming us, man.
Right. Somebody grab us 1 Thessalonians 4 and 11. All right.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 11. And that ye study to be quiet.
Whoa, study to be quiet, man. That's the point. Mind our damn business. I learned that recently. Ain't getting involved with nobody's shit, man. Days of drama is gone, man. You gotta figure that out on your own. But our job is to what? Study to be quiet. And you got a lot of cats out there gossiping, backbiting, all kind of doing all kind of wicked maneuvers to gain some type of power seat behind closed doors, man. And the Lord gonna expose you sooner or later. You that are doing that. But he said what? That you what?
And that ye study to be quiet and to do your own business and to work with your own hands as we commanded you.
Right, man. So, all right. So we work with our own hands physically. Try to get jobs, and you can do a little delivery service, whatever you need. But he said, what? Do your work quietly, man. Don't bother nobody. Don't be a burden to nobody, man. Just do the work. Stay on your toes. Get you a job. Stay out the way. All right. And that's just it. Don't try to gain no power seat. You know what I'm saying? Be the super prophet. You get into a camp, don't start exalting and trying to go out of order and outdo the head of your camp. Just do the work, man. It's that simple. Do your work quietly. All right. Anybody got anything else? No. You got anything? All right, cool, man. We're gonna wrap it up, man. It's just a quick, something vibing in the spirit, man. You see the Chariots was out tonight, so the spirit definitely out here, man. But we're gonna head back out tomorrow for camp. Y'all wrap this up. So with that, man, we're gonna say Kal, Halayim, La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, and the children that believe in sincerity and truth right in the four corners of the earth, man. And keep looking up. We almost out of here. And you gotta look within yourself, man, for the spirit. See if you reflect in the mirror like the brother was talking about. So with that, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Appreciate that brother coming out, man. Oh shit. Oh, curse.
Oh,
What the fuck?